home. I'm your host of the BCW Post-Analyst Show, Crown Prince T. But you can call me Prince for short. And I'm here today to bring you the BCW King of the Ring pay-per-view. The only rule in this tournament is that there are no rules in this no-holds-barred themed tournament. Without further delay, let's see who our King of the Ring is between Adrenaline and Worldwide. Our first match of round 1 for the Adrenaline brand, we have Effie versus Frank Druin. This match started off with Frank Druin taking the advantage over Effie, but Effie had a lot of heart and was prepared to give his utmost best. As this match went on, the tides would turn and it quickly became anyone's match to win. Frank Druin was pulling out all the stops to win and was holding nothing back, spearing Effie through a table, repeatedly attacking Effie's ribs with splash after splash, even sending Effie through a flaming table. Yes, a flaming table. But even through it all, Effie prevailed and won the match.
Dragon Slayer! Oh my goodness! Tap out!
Second match of round 2 for Adrenaline is the BCW Hardcore and IGP champion Brad Alexis versus Juicy Fanua. These two superstars wasted no time in bringing the action outside of the ring, as it was crazy intense. Both of these superstars were ready for two things: to hurt one another and to win, as weapons and flaming tables were brought into the equation. It honestly could have went either way with how much high-flying action we were seeing here tonight. But it would be Brad Alexis securing the win tonight.
Thunderous leg drop connects. Two. He did it!
Our first match of round 1 for the Worldwide brand, we have Bryce Alexander versus D. Smith. This was an even match between both competitors. The match started out in Bryce Alexander's favor, then transitioned over to D. Smith's advantage. It was anyone's match to win, but it would be D. Smith catching Bryce Alexander off guard and picking up the win.
Backslide for the victory! This could be it!
The second match of round 2 for Worldwide is a champion versus champion match between one half of the BCW Tag Team Champions Jackson Roy versus the AAA Mega Champion Vikingo. This match was very back and forth, with the first half of the match being in Jackson Roy's advantage with just displaying monstrous strength. But once the competitors were outside, that's when the match would pick up in Vikingo's favor, as it was a display of high-flying impact. Then it went back in Jackson Roy's favor, where Jackson would display brutality and power, as he would put Vikingo through a table. Vikingo had a lot of fight and heart, but it would be Jackson Roy winning this bout.
Hurts in the corner. Will that be it? Will that be enough?
The semifinals match for the Adrenaline was Brad Alexis versus Effie. The match started out with Brad Alexis displaying so much brutality that it seemed that Brad was determined to inflict serious injury onto Effie. But Effie displayed a lot of heart and was here to show the fans and Brad Alexis he's still in this one. As the match went back and forth many times, it would seem victory was near for Effie. But Effie decided to break up the pin and taunt Brad one last time. But that was a mistake, as Brad Alexis would capitalize on it and secure the win. The semifinals match for Worldwide was a Dynasty versus Dynasty 1. It's Jackson Roy versus D. Smith. This match started and ended almost instantly with the interference from Bryce Alexander, costing D. Smith his tournament run by attacking him and fracturing his nose, leading Jackson Roy to cover D. Smith and pick up the win. Now, on to the finals. It's going to be Jackson Roy versus Brad Alexis for the BCW King of the Ring Championship. This started and finished as brutal and high-intense action. Both Jackson and Brad were going toe-to-toe, trading blows, and displaying intensity with brutal aggression. Both of these superstars wanted to brutalize their opponent and pick up the win, putting each other through tables, hitting each other with any weapon they could find, taking the action outside. It was honestly any man's match to win. But in the end, the victor would be not the dual champion, but the triple champion, Brad Alexis.
He's looking for yet another exclamation mark. Each one keeps getting more devastating. Two. We have a brand new
This next match happened right after the show was over, when Frank Druin called out the Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin, on 316, no less, and issued a challenge. Stone Cold answered the challenge, and this is how we have our match here tonight, after the show is over. It's Frank Druin versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. This match started out with Stone Cold running down to the ring to stomp a mud hole in Frank Druin's and as the night was going on, Austin was doing just that. But Frank Druin is no pushover and was giving Austin everything he could. In the end, when it seemed that Austin had secured a win with the stunner, it was Frank Druin who would deliver one of his own, beating the Texas Rattlesnake on 316. And that concludes the BCW King of the Ring pay-per-view. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought about the pay-per-view and who you were rooting for. I'll see you guys next time at Battlemania.